students, I hope you are ready to bring your story to life here on Scratch. So what I'm going to do for you is provide a little tutorial of how to work Scratch so you can make sure that your story works out just the way you want it. So when you first get on Scratch, you will see this. And you might think, well, how do I make my story out of this? Well, we'll start with a basic character. So right now you have a cat sprite here, and I am moving it around currently. And you find it down below. If you would like a new sprite or to add more characters to your story, you click on this little guy right here. And you can choose from a plethora of different types of characters and objects that you can add to your story. So I'm going to create my own story right now. So I am going to choose this character of Abby to add to my Scratch. So right now I have the girl character and the cat all in my Scratch. But let's say in my story I don't have a cat. So how do I get rid of a sprite if I don't want to use it again? Do you see the scissors at the top of the page? Click on that, and then if you click on the cat, you can delete it. So the next step to help building your story is to make and add a background. And to do that, go to the bottom of the page where it says New Backdrop. You can take a picture, you can upload your own image, you can draw something else, or you can use one of the backdrops that they currently have. For this exercise, I'm going to just choose a backdrop from their library. And again, there are a multitude of different types of backdrops that you can use. For me, I am going to use bedroom. So now I have my character in the bedroom, and I can begin to start telling my story. But how do I do that? Well, you can click on scripts up here, and you can click on these little tabs, and it will give you controls for your character. So I'm going to make sure I click on Abby, and under motion, I can make her move a certain number of steps, can turn around, point in a different direction, and if I click on looks, I can even make my character speak. So not only can you bring your story to life, but you can actually put your words into Scratch, and then they can speak it like it's real life. Also, you can add certain sounds that you want played at certain times. There's just a whole bunch of things that you can explore and look at. But I'm going to start with events. So I'm going to say, when this green button is clicked, I'm going to go back to motions, and I'm going to have my character move a certain number of steps. And I'm going to say 5 steps. Now I'm going to go back to events and then use this when it says when the space key is pressed. So when the space key is pressed, I want to play a sound. So I go on play sound, and I'm going to choose the type of sound I want, and I'm going to record something myself. So I'm going to say, hello. And then when I record myself, she can say hello. But if I don't want that to happen, I can take this back out, and let's say I want her to say hello when the space key is pressed. So let's say this is all of my story entails. So when I'm done, I just press this green little flag in the corner, and my story will come to life. Let's see. Okay, my character moved 5 steps when I pressed the little flag. Now when I press the space key, like it says here, she should say hello. And she does. Okay, that is our little tutorial for Scratch. If you have any more questions, feel free to raise your hand and I will come around and help you. Also, if you need any more help, I also have a link to the Scratch tutorial made by the website that you can go through. That is very helpful. I can't wait to see what you guys all have in store to make your stories come to life.